Welcome back to more Satisfactory. Alright, so let's see what we got on. My stream always drops at the first break. Oh, I'm sorry. So is that your way of saying I should not take a break? I'll try to get Lie to Me a go. Okay, so I did not come here. I did not stream Tuesday, so I am a bit short on the ranting. So allow me to rant a bit. Well, speaking of Lie to Me. Two things. First of all, take a look at the guy behind it, Dr. Ekman, and I can't remember what his mentor was, but he seems to be much more interesting actually. Friesen? I don't know. Because that was the whole science of body languages and micro expressions is so fascinating. How that field got sort of invented and how Ekman and can't remember what his mentor was called. Maybe was it Friesen and Ekman? I can't remember. But anyway, so they were basically sitting for hours and hours and trying to replicate like facial expressions, so that they basically got all possible combinations of facial expressions that could be by just every single muscle in the human face and then combining them in every possible combination. And then they tried interpreting each and every one of them so that they would see which one. And a lot of them didn't make any sense, and even sort of to the extent of getting, oh, I got stuck, getting sort of like injections in the skin so that you could, if you couldn't really contract those muscles because they were just dormant, then you could just like provoke it through sort of, yeah, like Botox basically, like temporary. But it was really fascinating to hear about how basically discovering that field and making it into a real scientific field. So that I would strongly encourage anyone who has more of a scientific mind to look a bit behind the scenes on that. If you find that show to be interesting and that concept, there's a lot of cool things that are actual true. Same with like the mentalist, but I don't know exactly. It's also kind of the same domain it comes from. Anyone know? So, and the other thing, that was just a observation and a recommendation. Actually, if you were interested in that kind of thing, I would highly recommend the book called Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. Absolute masterpiece. It'll completely just change the way you think about the human mind and what thoughts are your own, and how and just how much you can actually influence through nudging and bias. And yeah, it's really fascinating book. It's a mammoth book. I've read it 3 times, like I don't know, like 600 pages or something. It's so good. Highly recommend it. Thinking Fast and Slow, if anyone is interested. Right, so yeah, that was on the recommendation. Yeah, it's a classic book. It absolutely is. I don't know in what genre. It's a classic popular psychology, I would call that field. Isn't that what it is called? Popular psychology? I'll take that here. Okay, and now the rant part, because it wouldn't be anything. Okay, so let's take a look at TV shows like House. It's not called Memento. It's got, what is it called? The guy with the annoying guy who can do the manipulation things. What is it called? I think it's something with M. What's that show? The Mentalist. Yes, The Mentalist. So anyway, so we have House, The Mentalist, Lie to Me, Lucifer for that man. That is maybe not Lucifer. No spoilers. Well, why not? Anyway, but the concept of those kind of shows on The Haunting is that it basically says if you're a guy, you can be an old bitter guy, preferably with an English accent or British accent, and then it's okay to be an arrogant asshole as long as you're brilliant. It's the Steve Jobs way, right? And I think it's a bit unfortunate to cultivate those kind of stereotypes because it panders to people like me. People who would love to be as arrogant as Dr. House, but unfortunately not quite as brilliant. And since I'm not saving lives, I'll just be a... Oh my god, that's horrible. I'll just be a bitter old man and being arrogant and being taught by various TV shows that it's okay. Guys can be like that. And the answer is no, don't be like Dr. House or don't be like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, the biography, has absolutely ruined corporate life because people are reading it and saying, oh my god, he is such a... Now, I know that Lucifer isn't... people are reading, like, corporate managers, directors, CEOs, CFOs. They read the Steve Jobs biography and they're thinking like, oh my god, this guy he's such an asshole. And he's so brilliant, i.e., with logic, being an asshole makes you brilliant. So if I'm gonna be an asshole, I'll be as brilliant as Steve Jobs or Elon Musk for that matter. And it's like, no, that only works if you're Steve Jobs and Elon Musk brilliant. That doesn't work if you're just another corporate asshole. Then you just read a book that validates you being an asshole instead of actually doing something. That has absolutely ruined so much. Because, that's like, well, it worked for Steve Jobs. Yeah, yes, it worked for Steve Jobs, but you're not Steve Jobs. You're just another bullshit manager. So please don't take his demeanor before you also take his absolute unique way of looking at markets and just basically bending the markets to your will. You can say what you want, but if you can't do that, then I guess not all of them are working. Then you have no place for this. So, don't fall off. Okay, so first we need the beams. Let's put 10. Then we need these. 8, I think 8 is enough. How's that for rent? How many times could some get sick, get diagnosed, get really sick again, and then some random aha moment where it's miraculously figured out by something overly simple every episode of House? Yeah. And that's the funny thing. It's when you look at it at the end of it, you're like, okay, so it turned out to be like an inflammation, but why didn't you check for that the first thing people come in? Like, oh, give them steroids. Like, yeah, but why would that just... And it's a lot of things. It's all about, okay, you need to take the history, but then they don't really do it themselves, and it's something that, of course, things are always trivial at the end, but it's always like, yeah, but why didn't you check for that first? That would seem like a logical thing to, I don't know, take their blood sample or check if they're related or, stuff like that. Okay, I'm still missing the rotors though. It's never lupus. Absolutely, it's never lupus. Alright, I'm actually a genius, so I can be an ass. Thanks for validating my attitude. Alright, well, you're welcome. I don't think that my validation was needed. I think you had had all the validation you needed already. Good. We got, well, we didn't get it because one of them is not working. So why are you not working? Hello, where are you? Steel beams, where are you? Well, the good news is that it is not working down there either. Oh, there it is. So it is kind of working. It's just really bad. I don't know where it is. Where's the stuff? Did it get lost somewhere? It's this one. Nothing is moving. Nothing ever moved. Okay, let's follow that one. Yay! So many medical horrors in Dr. House. Yes. Imagine being the medical consultant on a show like Dr. House. Like you both like are proud that you're defining this, but you're also like, no, that wouldn't be. That's a standard test. You would find that immediately. Yeah, but we'll skip that. Otherwise, it's not making a good story. Like, oh, come on. But it makes no sense not to check for this. Or everyone's pretty much immune from it. Or yeah. Let's see. Did anything even come in? Oh, right. So it is working. It's just working very poorly. It's in the box. Yeah. Ever advise somebody to simply turn it off and on again? Yeah. And that's the thing, right? There is a reason why that's the first thing that is being asked, because it's kind of often the case. Right, so our steel is now coming back. I really should do the rotors, right? Then we're more consistent. Let's figure out where the rotors are coming from. Or should be coming from. I guess this is the one. Oh, this is definitely the one. That is definitely not the one. God damn it, why did I do that? That is horrible. Oh, that's probably the old way, the olden days. That was the only way to do this. Bit of conveyor belt and a door right. So now we know exactly how it's done. And the answer is not like this, but one further in. Boom. 50 or less. Belts Mark III would make this look so much nicer. Yeah, but you also saw a cute lack of steel, so not really gonna happen. Unfortunately, I can't really do this, so. And I'll get number Mark IIIs eventually. I read any of them earlier. The likes predictably irrational. Nope, I haven't. What is it? Is it fiction? Non-fiction? Aha. Oh, so this is the maximum. Oh, this is the maximum. Cool. And I have not removed this. Let's remove that one. And I don't have enough steel reinforced iron. I was actually watching your space exploration VOD, wanted to continue where YouTube left off when I saw that you went live, so I'm going back there. Alright, fine. See you in past self. Get more. Oh really? Can you link that on Discord? Because things that people tell me on stream is rarely sticking after the stream. But a comment in Discord is much more likely. Then I can see if I can find it as an audiobook. I like audiobooks. It's way nicer. Oh, that's gonna be another bit of mishap here. Oh, they all need to be redone. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Here. And I need to get up and stand on this ledge. Ah. Connected? This thing? Unfortunately not. It needs to be now going into 2. This is going to be an issue, right? Because this one is intersecting with where it needs to be. This one has to move a bit over. But let's get one thing at a time. One worry at a time. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes of Close to the Sun. Is over already? What was it like? 5 hours of gameplay, or you're taking your time? Yeah, I think it's more like it's about 10 hours of gameplay, which isn't very much. It was very enjoyable, but I'm also I feel that this is, if you're at all interested in it, watch a let's play of it. Maybe mine, but it's too little content for most people's gaming budgets, in my opinion. You did cut out all the fails. Yeah, but it wasn't that many, but it was too many due to absolutely horrendous controls. Not just me being an idiot, but also pretty bad controls. Because the thing is, okay, I'm just gonna illustrate. You run over, and then you have to look down, and then see this one trigger. And once that triggers, you can press jump, and then it'll slightly go over. But if you're running, you want to look ahead, so you have to run over, and it's not like it appears like this when you get closer. It's literally like you go over, look down, get the, oh, there we go, and then jump over.
A new
and that's
subscriber.
not
Steel yourself.
Not intuitive.
We are building an army.
Yes, indeed we are. Sandadir? I don't know how to split it, but thank you very much and welcome to the Order of the Path. Very much enjoying that we are getting a few new subs here tonight. It's very enjoyable, very surprising actually, that there are new subs coming in. I like it. So, to what do we owe the honors? If you mind, or if you don't mind, maybe more like don't mind than mind. And this one, okay, so all of this has to be moved. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Invalid shape. Yeah, this one. And what can we do? That one. One, two. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Okay. Whew. Okay, since we're talking about other games to stream, I don't recall your position on Subnautica. My position on Subnautica is that it looks amazing and I really want to play it. I just fear that it's one of those games that I just never really get around to playing. But not because I don't think it's great. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure it's a game that I would also... It seems to have a lot of the things that Factorio does well, and also like Oxygen Not Included does well, and on top of that it seems to actually have a story. And it looks like the developers are very keen on community engagement, and everything about it just seems so good. I feel it's very difficult to get started on a game that maybe is already established. That's it's a shame, because I think it would be a really good game for me to play. I don't think I can put it any more honest than that. I was especially impressed by their post-mortem. And maybe obviously because they were just... It's just so relieving sometimes to hear that how much they've just figured out that marketing is nothing. The thing you need is to get the streamers on board. Streamers and YouTubers, that's what really makes and breaks your game. If you get the right people to play the game, they'll be your sales team. That's not correct. No, this one's incorrect. Is that possible? It is possible. Okay. I love that. Great stream game. Yes. How is Denmark today? Flat. And windy. That's all I can say about Denmark. I hope you didn't expect any more meaningful reply than that. AV Pitter. Just play the whole thing when the DLC goes gold. Gold? Goes gold? Isn't that kind of an old-fashioned expression? When the gold copy of the record gets sent to production, I remember that. There we go. Now everything's working, except not really, but almost. It's cool. I can't stand on this. Okay. So what we have now is these two lanes and the other lane. Oops. Well, I'll just go over it. That's fine. We're burning through these. Sub-Zero standalone. Oh, really? It is? That's actually strange. Does anyone know why they made it as a standalone? Is it because it's a different world, or... Seriously, is this really as far as it can go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. Damn. And this one will then come over from the rotor build. However, where should we get the rotor built from? This one is coming from here. I guess that would make sense to have it here. Yeah, let's do that. I can deal with that. Looks good. The story plays after the events of some. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. So it's continuation. I think Peter, I think you're trying to bait me into saying something. New game thoughts. The first one had silent protagonist. Sub-Zero never shut up. Oh, and the story plays after. Okay. All right. Well, so we know that. So, ideas for how to get... Let's figure out where it is. Oh, I love this red color. And we're going to lose it at some point. Did you grab Subnautica when it was free on Epic Store? Nope, I didn't. I didn't even know it was free. This one probably going out here. And then we should have... Oops. And no. Yeah. It's going to be an underneathy. Right? Yeah, it's going to be. This is not going to be even. No, it's not. That's good. I did not expect that, and I did not want that. I wanted that one. That one, yes. Now that looks good. That looks really good. That one, just jump down. Boom. That is so cool. That is so cool. It wasn't even difficult to build this. And then we just take all of this out, and it'll look even better. Ta-da! Whoosh! Okay, let's see. Did you grab... Nope. Nilaus, no baiting was an honest question. No worries. No. The same YouTuber who got me to buy Subnautica has made me sink close to 200 hours into No Man's Sky. Oh, Alpha Dude. So who might that be? Out of interest? To who can we blame for that? Cougarific. What a name. Male? Female? I hope it's a female. It better be a female. Really? Cougarific? Maybe if you are... Yeah, No Man's Sky is supposedly... After, what is it, 5 years of disappointment, it's actually, people are saying, it's actually a good game now. Like, what? Crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. I got you to buy Factorial. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. If you don't let your I get death threats from significant others about that. And ow. Okay, that didn't work. Obviously. Why are you always in the middle? You annoying thing. It's always in the middle. I always build things in the middle, not thinking that I'll need to. That's one. Like, why? 1, 2. Same with Sea of Thieves. It's crazy how much No Man's Sky has changed. Yeah, and maybe eventually in 5 years' time, even Fallout 76 will be a good game. You never know. Although, in my opinion, they have squandered the good name of Fallout. That is going to take a lot to come back from, in my book. I keep pressing like I can jetpack my way out of that problem. Well, I don't know if it's a good bet, because they made the other Fallout, so they clearly have potential. So if they put their A team instead of their B team on it, then, and if they really want to, then I actually think that they could make it a good game. It does have all the potential, all the things that need it. It's Fallout, for crying out loud. It's really hard to mess it up. They managed to mess it up. Well done. I didn't think it was possible to wreck such a good brand, but gamers are fortunately easy to they forget easily. Even EA still sells a lot of games, right? Because now Bethesda is taking some heat, so EA can, by comparison, look, I'm not going to use the word good in that sentence, but they may look slightly less evil. and that may be something you want to strive for. Like, yeah, do we want to be the good guys? No, we'll never be the good guys, but we can be not the worst guys. We can be like the lesser evil. Yeah, it just sells FIFA every year. Well, I mean, people buy it every year, so it's a brilliant concept of just like, yeah, you want the newest football players, then buy it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One thing I'm really wondering about is, what are the rights of too long? What are the rights in terms of this? I mean, if let's hypothetically say I'm a good football player. I play in, I don't know, some Danish club, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I get sold to some other club that just happens to go in this game. I mean, at what point? There must be some contract somewhere that says, oh, by the way, we can use your likeness for whatever the hell we want. We can give you the shittiest stats ever and the best stats ever, but you have no say, you get no royalties, you get nothing. Where is that? Because it must be there. And that might be why it's FIFA and not like national teams, because you couldn't get the national teams to do this. Or you could definitely not get all of them, but this is a licensing deal with FIFA, and probably FIFA has, because FIFA is more evil than EA. There we go. They're rivaling the Olympic Committee in terms of corruption. So, why is it not working yet? Concept FIFA. Hey Benko, you're back. FIFA owns soccer and it's just making forward what? Yeah. Oops, that's not here. This one. Ah, I see a little flaw in our otherwise brilliant system. There we go. Well, this is perfect because then we can actually watch it go. So let's monitor it all the way and just make sure that it works. What are we doing? We are bringing things back to our hub. And we've been doing that for a while now, but I think it's a nice thing to do. Your image or representation is classed as derivative work or piece of art in some countries. Yeah, but in some countries not. And I'm pretty sure that, I mean, no matter what contract you have, couldn't you just file a GDPR request and just basically saying, I want you to delete all data you have of me. When you retire, for example, someone gets injured and their football career is over, then you just file a GDPR request. You can't really, there's no legal requirement why they would have that, right? How far away is Jetpack? It's very far away. We don't even have a, see we have the rotors, but we don't have any motors, so long. Now GDPR would be a mess to enforce. Yes, but you're obliged to do it, so... And the penalties are monstrous. And as a footballer, you're considered a public figure, and as such, no GDPR. Oh, that's not correct, Alpha. That is definitely not correct. There is no such exemption. There is no exemption for being a public figure. There is, you are either a natural person or you are not a natural person. It's the only thing. You can keep things about sort of public, that is information in the public domain. Oh, we need to delete that. But their injury records or whatever things, I mean, there could be all sorts of things that you, and you'd still be, oops, still be eligible to get access to what has been, what they have of information. And I would definitely find some GDPR lawyer to have fun with if you ever got pissed off that. There you go, come on. Are they coming? Yeah, there they are. Why the rotors are jiggling on the belt? I have no idea. Hello, Mortar Second. Alright, so I think we made the base a lot nicer and more consistent because now everything we produce is going back into the hub. The hub. Very important to use the right terms. Oh, I'm not sure as a professional football player, but there's a life after football where, or if your contract gets cancelled because you get some random injury, or there are a lot of professional athletes who get shafted whenever they are not in their prime anymore. And this is just an option to get back. Nothing more, nothing less. There, okay, we got a lot of these beautiful steel pipes, and they should be backing up all the way over there. Cool. There we are. We've now built the stuff that I wanted to build for this part, and now we can slowly but surely take a look at what is next. Did we have any... Oh, I don't think we had any hard drives left, but let's run up here and just see if we do have any hard drives. Oops. So the hub is now complete until I realize that I'm missing something. Anything coming in yet? Not yet. Awaiting instruction. That's not good. We actually need to go out and find more. Oh, more hard drives. bit on the tired side. So autumn to be sitting down and enjoying the stream. Also clearing up my muddy RCs. RCs? After the weekend's running RCs. What is your RCs? Yeah, quick wire is definitely needed. RC? What RC? What RC? Remote control cars. Yeah, I thought it was remote control, but there was like... Isn't it? Let's see if we can build more. Oh, don't need to. Not just yet. We need to go out and get some more, but I don't think that's going to be now. Right, so let's find some place I can actually build stuff, and that's definitely not here. How's our inventory looking? A mess, I would say. This one is also really overused. How do we make fabric? Couldn't I make fabric here? There. That is biomass. Okay, cool. That's biomass. Let's build some biomass here. Some fabric. There. Don't want to keep this one around anymore. And you go. Oh, do I also have some fabric to here? I don't know. Yep, 5. I'll go get it. Get some more parachutes. 35. That's gonna last a bit. It's a bit of a shame that we haven't even built the black powder and the Noblest detonator or any of those things. Why exactly didn't we do this, now that I think of it? Coal and sulfur. Okay. The detonator. And this is a beacon and black powder. Hey, Patrick. Let's think about this one. So black powder and sulfur is needed. Didn't we get that? Nope, not here. That one should no longer belong there. That's now a... Hey, look at that. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now why don't we just make black powder then? Have you ever looked up while jumping a parachute? Yes, I have. There is actually a parachute. I didn't want to dilute the recipe pool from hard drive research. Oh yeah, but that's from the research. Building this doesn't matter, I think. Need quartz for Nobelisk. I also have a bit of quartz. A bit. But it's true, I don't want to dilute the hard drive until I get my proper steel recipe. Which is annoying that I don't have it yet. We rolled 6 times, I didn't get it. That is a lot of options we had, but didn't get. So, the Nobelisk, and let's see, the Nobelisk detonator. It's just object scanners. Let's build object scanners. That requires beacons. Okay, I need 5 of these. That means 15 beacons. Okay, let's just make 15 beacons. 127th is your charm? I certainly hope not. And then go get some screws that we may not need to put in our mold anymore, because that's kind of wasteful. Boom. That one, that one, that one. And this is the one I really want to fill up here. Lovely. That's way too many parachutes I have in my inventory. I'm never gonna use this many. Alright, so that is 5 object scanners. We can make 12 Nobelisks. What was the constraint on that? Oh. And Okay, now I'm an idiot. Let's see, how's this one? Yeah, we're not gonna get a lot of those. This one though, very nice. This one is full and the belt is full. That's great. So just when it fills up, I'll start getting more for the other ones. There. Nobilis detonator. There. Nobilis doesn't really need any quartz. Quartz. There. Looking good. Let's build some Nobelisks. And how many? We can build 20 of these. So that's 20 beacons. Except it isn't. But it'll get close. Quartz oscillators instead of beacons. That seems like a really bad recipe. Because quartz is not as abundant as beacons. The only reason would be you wanted to avoid using... I mean, I just don't see that Nobelisks is something you want to mass produce. I could be wrong, but I don't see anything yet that would justify it. Sure, then now we have 20. That should be pretty decent. I mean, it's not that much you can blow up with it. We should probably also look at a Caterium mine at some point. Oh, used for ammo for the rifle. Okay. Yeah. So, how does the Nobelisk work? Hard to reload. Okay, I guess we know how they work. 19 left. Fun. Let's not have that equipped all the time. That was underwhelming. I don't know. At least it didn't blow a hole in the foundation. That would suck. Right, so I actually think that before I'm going to run out, I'm going to load the map, but also point it at my save game so that it can see which things I have already explored, so I don't go chasing the same 4 rubber, blow me up, and 2 oscillators. We can go for this one. Let's look at the map. What is that, Z? It's pretty far away, and it's really kind of long way out, so just to get that. It's really missing some details, but who cares? Okay, we got something. Can throw more than one. Oh, nice. Right, let's see. I think that what is the next thing we want to do? If we just think about it. We can either go out and explore a bit. We can build the motor build. I think that the motor build is what I'm kind of leaning towards, but I'm gonna let you let you guys come up with some ideas. So, motors, exploration, other stuff that I can't come up with. Pop it open and then detonate to kill the flies. Oh, that's interesting. MK2 miner for the steel. Oh, yes, but that doesn't make a difference because I would need to get Mark III belts and I don't have that yet. You need to get the in-game map. This is the in-game map. Or are you talking about... What are you talking about? Did you do the quartz research? Yeah, I did, but not the oscillator thingy. Here? Alternate quick wire. We can't do that until I get something. Logistics Mark III. That requires motors. We don't have that. And aside from this, alternate enriched coal. Oh. Let's just do that. Now that we, for once, actually have coal up here, then let's use it and be happy. Enriched coal, which requires sulfur, which I don't quite like. So I have a quick wire here, and I have nothing on that one, Mark 3. I can get it if I really need to, but I don't have the... I want to get the motors built. And I don't even have the alternate motors. Aren't there better motors? Explore for quick wire. We do know where there's a quick wire. And it needs just a bomb for it. So we could go there. Explore for some quartz. Explore for some quick wire. Exploration. Radar tower unlocked. Did you do the quartz research? I think we did. Explorer, see there. Quartz crystal, oscillator, explorer, update, and the map. And the map, yeah? Make it buggy to explore. How do we do that? I need some oscillators. How do we build oscillators? We can try it. Just see how good it is. That one? Five crystal oscillators. So do I have 50 quartz crystal? If yes, then we do it. If no, then we don't. The answer is yes. I guess we do it. This is why we love the hub, because we can just go over here and just grab the stuff we need. I think that was a bit low as well. Oh, no, we don't. Crap. So, the answer is no. We don't have enough quartz. Can I scan for quartz? Oh, but I can. Nope, takes 2 each. Yes, PJR, and good morning, evening, afternoon to you. I'm still waiting for the scan here. Oh, there we go. How far? 1500. 1900. Fractal Jaguar. Good morning, evening. Take with stuff you might need to provide power repair for hard drives. Far away. That is pretty far away. See, this might be a location where you'd say, maybe I'll bring it back with a truck. I wouldn't. There's more. Oh, right. So this one says the nearest 4,000 or 3,900. Let's not exaggerate. 3,900 meters to the north. That's kind of far away. Kind of. Even though the 1,500 seems like nearby. Shit. Alright, so how the hell do we get more quartz? How far have you gotten in this new playthrough? I have steel, and I am about to either go out and explore or build motors. And I think the motors are going to be built here. That seems like a good location. Depending, of course, on the pathing of the moth. So we don't even have tier 5 unlocked, but we'll get there. So it seems like no one has said motors except for sort of explore and get some. So did I. Yep. So let's go out there. Let's tool up our inventory so that we have a bit of everything. The earlier automated motors, the better. Absolutely. What does the pathing of the moth matter? Also, $5 with a witch. Woo! And now do you magic. Find some quartz. Love and cheers. Thank you very much. The reason I have to read it on the overlay, that's why I'm reading so poorly. Exploring is fun. The reason why the pathing of the moth matters is because I want the moth to be as close to our base as possible. It's flying between these two buildings, and I'm flying between the white and the red, and between the green and the blue. So I wanted to, and it flies straight over here. Flies straight over that one. So I needed to fly close. I wanted actually between the white and whatever color we make the motors. On the way back. because it flies between here and here. So I want the moth to be really close to all the buildings. The moth, that one. It's not a moth, it's a manta, flying manta. Sierra Sanchez, you might have a good point on that. I will. How about I take a 3-minute break and you guys have a yelling contest about exploration or motors, and when I come back, you will have settled it. Hey, Eagle Wolf, good evening. Have you been quiet, Mr. Potato S? Have you been quiet, or have I just not paying attention to chat? I hope it's one and not the other. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes.